All right, so we're here at 813 North Alpine Drive in Beverly Hills. Now, this is a pretty big house, and we found two clean-outs on the house. One outside of the house where the pipe actually goes out to Alpine Drive, goes to the street, not to the alley. There's also another clean-out inside of the house that we're going to run our camera from. The bottom floor is on a sewer ejector system, which seems to be working at this time. So we cannot check every pipe in the house. We're checking what's available to us, and we've got two clean-outs that we're going to run our camera from. Right now we have our camera from the clean-out where the pipe exits the house, and we're actually at the property line where the sewer line is blocked over here. You can see it's holding water. Cannot get our camera through there. It looks like there's like roots at the end there. And then what we did is we found possibly another clean-out just before this. It's right next to this tree. So we'll see if we can check that from over there. It's probably going to need to be hydrojet, the line. But we'll also run our camera from that clean-out out there to see if we could poke through, because
that's the clean-out.
It's possible that's the clean-out there, right? Okay, so that's a good thing. Let's see what we can do. The pipe coming back here is a very old cast iron pipe. It's got rust build-up in it. Probably what wouldn't be a bad idea, at least, besides replacing it, is to run a cable with a blade through here and descale this pipe. Because the pipe's getting a little old, but it's definitely functioning. There's no roots or anything getting into it. You can see the water is flowing. Probably would be a bad idea to give it a good descaling with a cable and a blade. So that's what we definitely want to recommend, at least until replacement of it is needed. It's obviously the house has been standing, nobody's been living here, so that's why the pipe also looks kind of dry. In my opinion, we could probably descale this pipe until replacement is going to be necessary. You see, it doesn't really look too bad. You never want to be flushing tampons, baby wipes, paper towel, things like that. Coming out of the clean-out over here, right in the front, we're going to pause the recording. We're going to go inside of the house now. Okay, so we're running the camera from this 4-inch clean-out located in the pantry next to the kitchen. These are the only two clean-outs available, and of course there's the one at the property line. So we're outside to the clean-out, and that main clean-out outside, and you can see it's a cast iron pipe. It's getting older because obviously when you don't use it, the rust builds up. So, I mean, you're going to have to be very careful what you're flushing down the toilets and stuff. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to descale this pipe as well. Also, we're going to recommend that. It's difficult for me to say whether you have to replace all this piping, because the pipe is functioning and it is draining, and there's no roots or anything getting into it or anything like that. But it's been standing for a while, and it does create rust buildup. And obviously we cannot get into every pipe in the house. We can only put our camera in where there's a clean out available. So that's all we can inspect. And you can see, I mean, it's still in fair condition. It's not by any means the worst rust buildup I've ever seen. But we would probably recommend anyway putting in a cable with a blade. You can see the pipe hasn't been used in a long time, so there's no telling with all the branch lines. We highly recommend you have the general inspector run the water through every fixture in the house. Make sure things are draining, and obviously you're going to need periodic cleaning through fixtures and stuff. You have to be very careful what you flush down the toilets and stuff, things like that. But the pipe is functioning, and it's been standing for a while. And you can see the cobwebs in the line. Shows that there hasn't been, all these cobwebs shows that the pipe hasn't been used very lately. Obviously, it would have been better if it was ABS plastic, but it is cast iron pipe, and cast iron has a tendency to rust. So here we come out of this clean out here in the pantry. We're going to pause the recording. We're going to go all the way out to the property line now. Okay, so we're actually running the camera from that 4-inch clean out. We located the property line. We're all the way out pretty much up to the city connection. We were able to get past that spot at the property line. There were very heavy roots there, but now we have another blockage out in the street. So we're going to go ahead and hydrojet the line. They gave us permission to do that. Let's bring the camera back. You can see it's obviously clogged there in the street. This is the 6-inch clay lateral. Definitely got roots in the line. So we're going to give it a cleaning and then have a look and to see what it looks like. Now, we highly recommend that you never flush tampons, baby wipes, paper towel, or any rice or pasta or stringy vegetables down kitchen sinks and stuff. You never want to do that. You can see there's a lot of roots here in this clay pipe, but we'll give it a good cleaning and see what we can see after that. Here's the spot over here that we couldn't get through. Now we're coming onto the property. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording, and we'll make another video once we've completed the hydrojetting.